So it's that time of the year again. Every year, same thing happens. Animal Justice Party and those looking to get rid of duck hunting in the state of Victoria in Australia come out and say duck hunting needs to be significantly limited, and probably the ultimate goal, well, not probably, we know the ultimate goal for these individuals and groups is to ban duck hunting writ large in the state of Victoria. If we had to take a step back for a second, and I had to guess, I would guess that the Animal Justice Party is very much interested in habitat that breeds more ducks. That is good for the environment, it's good for wildlife, it's good for all the little critters, right? So if we just look at what Field and Game Australia is doing in Victoria and all the hunting branches of Field and Game Australia and other little duck hunting organizations like Duck Hunting Victoria, you'll soon realize that the amount of habitat that is, number one, being conserved, number two, being restored, and number three, being cleaned up, the wetlands, is significant throughout the state of Victoria. How can that be a bad thing? How can the conservation, creation, restoration, planting trees, cleaning rubbish, how can that be a bad thing? Why would you want to ban all of that? Because all of that comes as a result of somebody cherishing the idea of duck hunting. They don't just do it out of the goodness of their heart. They do it because they value ducks and they value hunting ducks. And here's why I know that to be true. Show me, Animal Justice Party, the wetlands that you have bought and created, the wetlands that you have constructed, the wetlands that you have restored, the trees that you have planted, and the many bins of rubbish that you have gone and cleaned up out of these wetlands. My gut says that you can't show me any of it. And the reason being is that you don't value ducks as much as the duck hunters do. It's pretty simple. The efforts don't just stop at habitat, but the duck hunters are also protecting the species in that they are putting nest boxes, thousands of nest boxes through Field and Game Australia and their branches and other hunting organizations, all through wetlands throughout Victoria. Those thousands of nest boxes are generating thousands, if not tens of thousands of new ducks. And so it may seem paradoxical that we are killing ducks, but also saving ducks. But that's what happens when you value the wildlife. And in this case, you value ducks. Again, Animal Justice Party or any other organization, show me the number of nest boxes that you have put out in wetlands to further promulgate duck species. I bet you can't. If you don't believe me, then let me give you one concrete on-the-ground example. The Rushworth branch of Field and Game Australia has done exceptional work. They currently alone have 75 nest boxes out. Them plus the other local branches around them have 350 nest boxes out. Those nest boxes have not only created ducks and ducklings, but they've also created eastern rosellas and crimson rosellas that have been nesting in them, and also sugar gliders. And three baby sugar gliders, were born from a nest box that duck hunters put in place. Additionally, the wetlands that they have protected have generated 4 brolga chicks, a highly endangered species. And how did that come about? Because of predator protection measures in and around that wetland complex, protecting the species of that wetland. I've already mentioned the cleanup, and Rushworth has taken trailer loads of rubbish and trailer loads of tree guards, which the trees were planted by Rushworth and Field and Game Australia branches, to the tip. Multiple trailers of rubbish, from camping equipment to mattresses to all sorts of stuff that were just dumped into the wetland that likely were not dumped there by hunters. So I just don't understand why the Animal Justice Party seems to want to absolutely lambaste duck hunting organizations in the state of Victoria, given everything that they do for wetland conservation, restoration, protection, and cleanups. How about this crazy idea? How about the Animal Justice Party and duck hunting organizations joining together? Yes, hunters hunt and they kill ducks, but it's a mere fraction of the population. And just look at all the good that they're doing based on what I just described. Couldn't we work together and ask the Victorian government for grants to further conserve wetlands and habitats and do cleanups? Would love to have your support in that. And I would be the first person to sing your praises, for having common sense in this day and age to see the benefits that hunting is bringing the things that you love. Absolutely great work, Field and Game Australia and the Rushworth branch, and all the other branches doing incredible work. I see you, we see you. Keep doing what you're doing.